right, so we got our tier list here.
Okay.
S being the
F,
best,
A,
all the way
B,
down
C,
to D.
D.
And then I got a bottom category for never used. If there's a shit gun that we've never even picked up that we don't know anything about.
Oh, I got plenty of those.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so the first one's very interesting because it's the MK35, the new gun that just came out.
S.
I mean, it feels wrong to have a gun in the S tier that's only been out for like 1 week. But at the same time, I don't think
But it's already killing it.
there's never been a meta weapon that like you can just pick up without any attachments and it starts slapping.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm comfortable putting that in the S. Watch they'll nerf it tomorrow.
Okay. All right, so we got the Voyak next.
The Voyaka. That was fun, but it was
never for me.
Yeah, and it was nerfed so quickly.
Yep.
I was gonna say A tier, but I'm tempted to put it in B tier.
I think that might be
Really?
fair.
Huh?
I think that might be fair. Like it was good for like a little bit, and then it got nerfed. It might get better, but I think for right now,
it's
it's like a
tainted
B.
by the fact that it was nerfed right when the day after I started using it.
right when you try to
So
start
I have a
grinding it.
grudge against it.
But Jason, if you want to go for A, give us a speech.
Yeah, I said A or B, so A's good for me.
B, I kind of like what you guys were, your argument.
Okay.
You swayed me.
Eager.
Oh, I love that. A, S.
A or S, yeah, same. Let's go S. Eager.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
Hey yo!
Uh-oh.
It was never for me until like very recently, and that was after it being like, was it? I don't remember it ever being like the top meta gun, but I know it's been up there for a while.
The Eager?
Recently, it has been pretty solid for me though.
It's all reliable, so either A or S for me.
I think A is a good spot to put it.
Do you feel comfortable with that, Chin?
Yep.
Okay.
Me too.
That's pretty good.
Next is interesting. It's the Maddox.
S.
But I'm okay with S too.
I might be biased because I've just been reviewing all for February videos, and like the Maddox, there was a heyday where the Maddox was like slapping,
There was. Yeah.
and I feel like it's always like a
Maddox is
But
solid
it
loot
was a
gun.
while ago. That's why I
Yeah.
said A, because it's been a minute.
You know what? I think it could be an S.
Huh?
If that's Jason's gun there,
That's my gun for sure. I love that one.
but maybe the next gun might help us sort it better because the next one's the
Uh-oh.
M15.
That's S tier.
Is the
You really like
I
that
think-
one, don't you?
I think the S tier is
I
like
did.
you have to reserve that for like there's only a certain there's a small group of guns. And now honestly we're going to the
Well, I agree, and
we're on
I
the
already
ARs
know-
right now, so there's gonna be a lot of good guns. So
Yeah, and I kind of like glanced through the list, and I know there's only gonna be like 2 more that I would put in S tier after this. So
all right, so what Maddox?
Maddox and M15 are both S tier.
Yeah, I love that Maddox. That was a beautiful thing. And the M15, that in season
That's
1,
always
that thing was
solid.
slapping hard.
AK-27.
I say C tier.
See, yeah. I don't never use it. Do you?
I've used it.
I've used it occasionally.
It's
Like,
always
I'll
like
pick it up.
it's a solid ground gun, you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
If you're coming out of the gulag
Cool.
with like a gray
Right.
SMG, you switch it for like a blue AK.
Yep.
And I think the same goes for the MXR-17C.
I don't even remember what that one even looks like.
That was the very first meta weapon when the game came to Warzone. And I feel like none of us liked it, but again, it's like one of those guns you pick off the ground. And it's like,
Yeah.
whatever. I think
Never used.
I think it's a C tier.
Oh.
No, we've used it.
Oh.
X9 Maverick.
What the hell is that?
That is that. It's the one. It's got like the weird front. It's a long gun. It's like a long range AR, and it was like one of those guns that was locked for a while. It's interesting. I wouldn't
I've
say
never
it's
used
garbage.
it. I mean, I'm sure I've picked it up at some
I
point.
think I picked it up,
What-
but I don't remember ever liking it.
When I grinded the
I think it's
camos,
D
I
tier
liked
for me.
it. You what
I think it was D tier for me.
tier?
Or never used for me.
I would probably put it as C. So maybe D in the middle there.
D is the average.
Yeah. The Mirage, DS20 Mirage. Now that's always been my top gun.
That one's always fun to pick up out of boxes, but I've never made a loadout with it.
Yeah, I made a loadout with it at one point, but it's always been B tier for me.
This one, I always happy picking it up. I could put it in a B tier with the Voyaka.
Yeah.
But for me, the Mirage is kind of like S tier, or maybe like top A. You know, like that's my gun. I've got it level like
let's do A
200
then.
something.
Well, if we're B and you're S tier, then let's make it A tier. You really wanted to go in S tier, huh?
Well, I'm just looking at like we got the Maddox up there in the mod.
And the Peacekeeper.
That is true. Go ahead.
I'm probably gonna put that the Peacekeeper
Okay,
up there.
well, what do you guys think about the Peacekeeper? I
S.
think the Peacekeeper might actually just be an A, honestly. It's solid, but I think the MK35 is like the better version of the Peacekeeper.
I would be okay with A tier or S tier on that.
It's for me it always because I feel like
It's always there.
but also you have to prestige that bad boy
That's
to get
true.
a good
That's true.
attachment. So I think stock, if we don't take a prestige out of the equation, it's A.
Okay.
S can turn it when you start to prestige it.
All right. I'm gonna put the Mirage at S because once again,
But the
we're in
MK35
That's pretty
on the
good.
gate with
Yeah.
no attachment is
yeah,
it's rock.
It's slapping.
Yeah.
Because now we're gonna go down from the AR, so there's gonna be a lot more shit coming up.
Yeah.
All right, so we got the VST. That's the new submachine gun. I've only used that one, I think.
I've never used it.
Yeah, me too.
It feels to me like it's the SOG for Black Ops 7.
I
It's really good up close, but it also has like horrendous recoil, and I haven't like fully unlocked it and put like recoil springs on it yet. It's a meta weapon right now, but I kind of want to just put it at C, honestly.
Yeah, I have no opinion because I've never used it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if we're going by that logic, it should be a D then. Because you guys are never used, and I'm saying C.
It's kind of hard to.
It doesn't come good out of the gate, so I think D right now might get better. All right. Next is the Rev 46.
Red 46. That's one I've never made a loadout of it, but I do
haven't
like
either.
that it's
I like it.
It's
I feel
fun.
like it's swinging better recently.
It's fun. I like it.
Like a B, maybe?
I
A
can
lot
see
of
that.
these-
Or a C?
Yeah, a lot of these next ones I was thinking are like C or B.
Not the Raiden and the Razor.
Yeah, and the Dravik. We got, okay, so I think, Rev 46, I think, is C. Is that good, you guys?
Huh? That's fine.
Okay. Stern Wolf. I built that, for camos, and I never liked it. It was always a struggle. But every once in a while, you pick up a purple one that's all right. But I'm thinking maybe like D for that one.
Yeah.
D.
Kogat 7.
Kogat. I don't know if I've ever used.
I kind of put the Sturmwolf and the Kogat like in the same. Like they feel the same to
The
me.
Kogat is better than the Stern Wolf.
Yeah, like a little bit. But like C.
Yeah, it's not
I
a
don't know if
reliable
I've ever
gun.
used the
I'm sure you've
Kogat.
seen them before. They're everywhere.
All right, take it away, Jason. We're riding 45K. Where should it go?
The Raiden. That's been my ride or die for a while. I think that's a solid SMG. I don't know if I'd be comfortable putting an S because I feel like it gets the S when you start to put the prestige attachments on it. So I'd put A.
Nice.
Is that okay with you guys?
Yeah, I
You
think
guys
so.
like the Raiden?
Yeah.
RK9. That's the burst shot SMG. I don't know if you guys have used it.
I think I have used it.
I don't think I've used that one, Mike.
I would maybe put it at C tops, but I think because you guys have never used it, and I feel like right now I got a little better, but I think maybe D for that. If we're following the lore.
Sounds great to me, Mike.
Yep.
All right, what about the Razor?
Razor. Nah, I mean, I do like that.
So
The
it's
Razor,
interesting.
is
We
that-
got the Razor and the Dravik next. Which one of those?
I feel like for Jason, the Razor is S tier, but for me, the Dravik is S tier.
Well, and it used to be, right? Because they've nerfed that Dravik, right?
But also at the same time,
That
for
thing,
me, the
that
Dravik is
thing,
the Dravik's been my
nasty.
ride in. It's been like my ride or die.
Yeah, same.
So maybe A
True.
for Dravik.
What?
A for
Or
the
S.
Dravik, maybe.
Or S.
Okay, we got the Razor and
I,
Dravik.
I,
One of those.
I could be
gets an
swayed.
S.
I don't hold on my opinions tightly if people make a convincing argument, and I think Jin made a convincing argument there.
I feel like they're
That's
almost
her
both
boot.
identical. They're both really good. You can pick up a gray one of those, and it's solid usually.
Smack it.
Maybe I think the Razor has a little bit more range than the Dravik. Maybe that pushes it ahead a little bit.
Could be.
Jennifer, you need to make a case here. I can tell.
Well, okay, so you're right that the Dravik is not in any way a long range weapon. It is mid to short range. But at that range,
It's top.
that range that it's designed for, it is top tier.
You know what I always say? I hate when people review products that are like a mid-tier product and say like, oh, it should have all these extra features, but that would make it a top-tier product. But as a mid-tier product, it excels. Or should we put them both in S?
Bruh.
Yep.
And this is the yeah. Let's do it.
This is the official
Well,
Call of Duty sanctioned tier list.
No boy.
You can
G,
tell.
G and G tier list.
All right, the Carbon 57.
I don't fucking
That
know
was
what
the
that is.
biggest. That was the biggest disappointment I've ever. I liked it for just like I feel like it was like 3 days, and then that thing just like fell off.
D.
Yeah.
And then the MPC 25 is the last SMG.
MPC. I don't think I've ever used that one. I maybe have picked it up along the way, but I've never done a loadout or anything special with it.
You know, I have, and that was when it was like.
What do you think of it?
It was the top SMG for a little bit, and it never really got the job done for me. It was a struggle.
Which one are you talking about
The
right now?
MPC 25.
Okay. So, a couple of times, I've picked up other people's one of that weapon.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit, this is amazing.
But then you
And
build
Wow.
it, and it feels like shit.
And I definitely want to make that into a loadout soon. Like once I'm done like leveling up some of my other weapons, like that's next on my list. I think that's like an A tier weapon in disguise.
But right now, maybe like a C.
What? Why? Just because I haven't looked at it doesn't like change the quality of the weapon.
Jason's never used it though. It hasn't caught his eye.
I've never used it.
Okay, but that doesn't mean that the quality is bad. It just means we don't have an opinion on it.
But well, I built one.
There we
I
go.
didn't like it. B.
So what for you? What would it be? D?
I think it would be.
Damn. Okay. All right. Well,
And this is
I'm
for the
okay with-
MPC 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with B tier.
I think I picked that one up. It's like very very small looking, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's alright.
That's what I
Like,
thought.
Okay.
I think if it's done right, it can be a higher tier weapon.
Okay.
I'm okay with B.
Right there with the Boyac. Okay. Next is the shotguns. We got the SG-12.
Baby.
Wait.
Now the SG-12, it excels in multiplayer, but have we actually used it in Warzone very much?
No, but I don't use shotguns in Warzone, like at all.
That's been more of your guys' guns. So where do you guys sit on it?
SG-12?
Multiplayer, S tier for me.
Oh, that's the multi. Yeah, that
Like
was
the
really
Dravik
nice. I
and
like
the
that.
SG-12 were S tier in multiplayer.
Yes, that was a good one.
And with the Akita being like a close second at A tier for me.
Oh,
That's
that
the only other one I
Akita.
have used, you know, like I haven't really used the Breacher or the Echo.
I feel like I gotta pull the SG-12 down a little bit
Okay.
because we mostly play more Warzone, right?
What is the point of this list though? Is it to rank weapons based on their quality or like how much we use them?
Both.
Or both.
We can sway it either way. We gotta put all factors into it.
I'm heavily in like quality, like how good is that weapon?
Okay, so you think it's S?
No, but if we're not doing that, then it can be A tier. If we're doing a little bit of both, then sure.
Well, yeah, because that makes sense. Well, because even in Warzone, there's multiple different modes too.
Yeah.
And I don't use the same guns for even Resurgence and
Yeah, that's true.
Battle Royale, right? So And you guys get the quality does.
But I think like if you put a mod in any mode, it's good, right? That's an S tier weapon. Is the SD12 an S tier? Maybe for shotguns.
I couldn't tell you
think an
because
A.
I don't use shotguns in Warzone.
Are we good with A then? Maybe.
See an A?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Then that would mean the Akita for me is a B, and the other two are like B and D.
Where do you feel about the Akita?
Some call it swordfish?
I feel like the Akita is B, the Echo is D, and the M10 is like C. Or maybe both Echo and M10 are both Ds. I don't know.
What do you feel about the Akita, Jason? Because I know you guys like the Akita.
I
Is
liked it
with the SG12 or B?
in multiplayer, but I'd never really have used it in like battle royale. It was solid in its day,
Okay. Maybe they could.
but
beat
I
that
think
with
I
the
kind of
SG.
like the other ones better. It's
Yeah,
more
I do.
accuracy.
Yeah, I say
Alright.
B tier.
Now, here comes my speech. 'Cause
Okay.
The
What's up,
M10,
Mike?
the M10 Breacher has been my gun, and I've used this in Resurgence and Warzone.
Great.
It's a 9 to 5. It's got a wife and 2 kids. It's not anything like fancy. You wouldn't go to that one, but it gets the job done every day.
Cool. Where do you put it then?
Which one is this?
The M10 Breacher. I would put it
Breacher.
at a B.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah.
That's
I
just
think
like
so.
the regular pump action shotgun, you know?
Yeah. I can see that.
I mean, it's alright, like.
The shotguns are pretty effective. It's just they're slow.
Echo 12, I think D. I don't think
No
I've ever
range.
really used
Yeah,
it
I
all
think
that
so
much,
too.
so. Alright, so we got 3 LMGs now, the Sokol, the MK78, and the XM325.
That Sokol is nice.
I think
Every
they're-
time I pick it up, I would never make a load out of it.
Yeah, that's nice.
But I always like if I
Like
see
B tier
one
for
in a
me.
crate,
Yeah.
I think
pick
I'm,
they're,
I'm picking it up. Yeah.
they're in the order that they should be in. Like the Sokol is B tier, the MK78 is C, and the XM325 is D.
Yeah, sounds good.
The Sokol,
Yeah.
like, that's a gun that's fun to use, but it's not something you can trust for, like, the end game to, like, win you the game.
Oh.
The MK78 is fine. I think that's C tier. It's just
Bruh.
like,
And then the
That's
XM23, I never got comfortable with
way
that
too
thing.
light, way too lightweight, doesn't do enough damage, doesn't have enough ammo. You blow
Yeah.
60 bullets on something it takes 10 minutes to reload it, so. Alright, so now the marksman
Swordfish.
rifles.
Never
Swordfish,
used.
I have not used it. I know a lot of people are running it right now because it's up there, but I think, have you used it, Jen?
No.
Okay. The M8A1.
Even though that
I
it's
haven't
making me wonder what a swordfish tastes like.
The M8A1 is, I've used this marksman rifle, and it's like one of those guns that you pick up. You can build it out, and it's nice, but it doesn't really get the job done in the end game, so I might go C tier on this one.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't even know this one, so I'm going with whatever you guys say. I don't think I've ever used that one.
I think B or a C maybe, so if you guys haven't used it, I'll go C.
Warden?
I haven't used
I
that
haven't
one.
used this one yet.
Never-
The Nova line,
I've used that one. I
that's
like it,
that's
actually.
almost kind of like an Essex, I'd say, but I
Yeah, that's
I
what
haven't
feels
really
like to me,
built it
too.
out yet. I think it may be like a D tier for this one so far.
God, I missed that Essex.
Maybe we should try
Yeah.
it out.
You should try it then, because that really
Yeah.
feels like the Essex to me.
Oh, really?
Are we putting the Essex at a D tier, Mike?
Well, I haven't used it enough.
Yeah, same.
I tried it for like one match, and I was like, "This isn't getting the job done," and I don't feel like leveling it up. It wasn't
Yeah,
intrigued.
yeah,
It
fair
didn't.
enough.
It didn't tickle my fancy, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I used it for quite a few matches, but then I never went back to it, so that's probably fair.
Yeah, that sounds about right. We've never used it. D.
All right, so the next one, this is kind of weird. It's the Strider. It's a new sniper rifle that literally just came out yesterday. So I don't think
Oh, shit.
I haven't unlocked
just
it yet.
picked it up,
Jen
so I'll
unlocked it. I haven't used it, so we'll put it in never used. All right, so snipers. This is where it gets interesting because we got the Hawker. It's clearly the best like regular sniper rifle.
I don't think any of these sniper rifles deserve S tier status. for
That's
sure.
what I'm saying. I think the Hawker
They all
might be an A, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I had a harder time using the Hawker.
Yeah, it's not. I would put like an HDR in S tier, but I think the Hawker is
Yeah.
A tier,
That's
Yep.
pretty good.
and then the VS Recon is B, I'd say.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever used that either. Maybe he picked it up or
It's
something.
all right. Like,
Shadow SK.
I generally don't
D.
pick up that many sniper rifles. It's funny.
Shadow SKD. Not good. And then XR3. This is interesting.
Well, I love that.
I know. Is it an S tier or is it an A tier? Do you guys think?
I would say A.
Okay.
I don't think that's an S tier.
I was gonna say B. But then again, I would put it above the recon. Like for me, it would be Hawker A tier. The XR3 would be B, and the VS Recon would be C.
I think the XR3 is, you almost have to treat it like it's a special weapon, and it's not. You don't like compare it to
That's
the
true, yeah.
the Recon or the
That's
Hawker.
true. Yeah,
Exactly,
If I look
because
at it like that, I also say A tier.
Okay. I think
I was
that's
gonna say because I also use a mid-range setup on my XR3. I don't have it set for like long range stuff. Because those 3 bullets, I mean, it's hard to hit somebody that far with those, like, you know. So I always do just like a mid-range sort of thing. It's effective because you get 3 on them. Oh yeah.
All right, the pistols now. The Jaeger 45, the basic bitch.
Is that the one that it goes? You get like 3 bullets. It's like a burst fire.
No. That's the regular one. Like the 45 you load in. That just is a single shot one.
Oh.
I prestige this one, so.
What?
I have 2. I prestiged all my pistols.
Actually, it's probably a good idea if you're gonna load in with it a bunch of times. Might as well be.
I feel like
Prestige that bad boy.
it's interesting with pistols because it's like this isn't like a good gun to use, but also like it's just a pistol. So like, what do you expect from it? Like a C,
Exactly.
or is it like a D? I don't know.
I don't know. Pistols,
Sometimes-
unless you're like modifying the shit out of them, they're really not that useful.
I feel like the only one that holds up is Dakota, and even that is like maybe like B at most.
That's definitely one of the better ones. Yeah.
Maybe the Velox. It's kind of weird. Like it's almost like a Coda, but it's like it's not. And even though it's like a burst semi-automatic shot, you can just hold the trigger down. I think it's almost worse than the Jaeger because it doesn't do enough damage and it's easy to miss shots, and then you're just like, you know, fucked because you have to reload.
I'm comfortable putting all the handguns in D. Oh Jesus.
Agree, Jen?
Yeah.
Maybe,
I don't
maybe
know.
The
They're
Coda's
not
a C,
really like the
then, not a B.
Yeah.
I always
that
feel
makes-
like I'm struggling super hard if I just have a handgun. I'm getting smoked.
You know, when I leveled up the Coda enough to get like the 30-shot mag, it was like decent. And I think when I'm looking at all the guns in the C tier, I think that's where it needs to go. The next ones are the rocket launchers. The Arrow 109.
So the arrow is the one that actually shoots arrows, right?
The Arrow is like the grenade launcher that's got like the sight on it. They've recently it's been dropping a lot as like ground loot.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
So
I haven't used it.
D. And then the Arc. That's the
I don't think I've used any of these, to be honest.
The Arc is the one that shoots like the electricity ones. You hold the trigger down and like burst. It's like a rocket launcher.
Oh,
I
It's-
fucking hate that one.
It's kind of fun to use
Oh.
every once
It
in a
does
while.
not. It never hits anything.
I've
You have to be so accurate with that.
I've played some matches where I've just used that one, and it's actually kind of fun to use. I
I
mean,
can see that fun hitting cars or something like that.
yeah.
With
But
vehicles,
I mean,
you know.
like it can't be above a C. I feel like it's better than maybe the Arrow needs to be a never used because we honestly haven't really used it. And the Arc is a D.
Yeah.
And then these last 2 are the special weapons. So this is a grenade launcher that I think just unlocked that I've never used. Have you guys used it?
Never you. Nope.
And then the Ravager, that's the crossbow.
Just delete it.
Okay, wait. So with the crossbow, I personally, I suck at it. Like I picked it up like 2 times. And I can't fucking shoot it. But I've watched people hit me with it.
Oh.
And like it,
Oh.
just, it destroys you instantly. Like you can one shot.
It's
I
a
don't
special
understand.
weapon, so it's like it's hard to use, but if you hit it, it does the job.
It's done.
Yeah.
So you just plug in that aimbot, so it just hits it every time.
So I think with you pushing about the potential, maybe D for that one. It's like an Arc. It's like fun to use, but it's not reliable or anything.
Yeah. D's
It's not.
pretty bad.
C is like these are the guns you pick off on the ground and like they can do something for you. I think D.
I feel like this is a good list.
There we have it.
Looking it
guys.
over now.
Did it.
We did it. The G&G master list.
The MK35, the Maddox, the M15, the Mirage, the Razor, and the Drop. I like that for S tier. I was worried at first because we put so many in the S tier because I feel like the S tier needs to be like a small group, but I think that
It
I
does,
think
it
that's
needs to be
good.
elite, but yeah.
I like the A tier for the Eager Peacekeeper Ryzen
Yeah, that's a
SG12
good-
Hawker. I kind of want to put the Breacher
I like that
in A, but
S, A, and B are small.
yeah. I think this is a solid list, guys. We should send this to Activision, email them,
Yeah.
email the CEO.